Alright, how's it going everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Ana positioning series, this one featuring Dorado for both attack and defense. The positioning series is almost over, guys. We have Dorado and we have Horizon Lunar Colony left. These are the only two maps we have left. Well, we're going to have one map left after we finish Dorado, so that's going to be it, guys, for Overwatch 1. It's been a crazy journey making these positioning videos. I've started this like a very long time ago, and we're actually in the process of completely finishing the series for Ana. So here we go, guys. Let's get started with Dorado. All right, Dorado Attack. We will start with that first. I'm in the Ana nade tool, so I can explain some nades. On attack, you exit through main door, and then you go right here, hug this corner, aim up like this, align the white line right side of your crosshair to the corner of that building. I'm gonna zoom it in my video editor so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. When you throw the nade like this, it's gonna land high ground. So right here, you're gonna notice that it will land, boom, just right there. It will take 6 seconds to land. This could be a really good setup if you're playing dive, or if you have people that can boot them off after they get antied. So if a ball comes behind, boosts them off their anti, then they drop. So they're anti here, and they're pressured. So it's a really good move. So that anti could really set it up. Your main problem with Ana and this part is high ground up here. Make sure you have control over this. Your team is responsible for this. You have no sight lines up here, so you wouldn't be able to do much here as Ana. Besides heal your team and look for off angles whenever you can. Look for angles where you can poke someone up here. You can enter this left room and get a hit here or a nade there in that area, because people like to hold here sometimes for cover. So you can splash nade there, you can hit targets here, and then you can rotate back here and heal like this. If I stay here, I really want to be careful from sight lines, because it's very common and very easy for you to die as Ana here if people just take this side and your tanks don't know what they're doing, or if high ground is completely uncontested. So if your high ground is completely uncontested, you really need to maintain high ground control, because once the payload goes here, you need to take high ground control. Because if you don't, they're going to have this angle, this angle, this angle, and left flank angle. So as Ana, you want to take high ground when the payload hits here. So initially, you're going to start playing like safely behind your team and look for angles from there for good like hits and nades. So you will play here, you'll try to go for hits and nades. If you have a Moira, she can heal your team just fine. So don't worry about like, oh, I have to heal Moira, I have to heal my team. Like, don't hit like this, by the way, never. Always pay attention where you're standing at all times. If I move out just like this, I've revealed myself to my team. Like, don't be like, oh man, I really need to heal, and then you get one tapped, right? In a situation, just literally wait here until your team moves forward a bit to heal them, or just play back. Move here, play back, and heal like this. It's very important with that not to tunnel vision heal. Tunnel vision heal is a term we use where someone's on critical and you panic. You panic, you're like, oh my god, I'm missing my shots. I need to get closer to you to heal you. So like imagine if I'm in a really good position and someone's on critical, I'm like, oh my god, I'm missing. I need to come closer to hit you. You know, never do that. Just breathe. I'm behind cover. I'm fine. Okay, it's fine. I missed. Fine. I will keep hitting. I will try to keep you alive. I will keep hitting. I will look up here. I will look here. I will look there. Okay? I will keep tags. I will hit people. So you can play behind cover here. You can play behind cover here if you really need to. But when the payload pushes up, I wouldn't cross main if they have high ground control. I would go left, take stairs, and heal from here. There's one other thing you can do in this little push, is that initially your team all exit through main and they push here. Me as Ana, and this might sound crazy, but I can take the low left flank. This is a high risk move, because if someone's holding here, different story. You might end up dying, or you have to pull back and just cancel your plan altogether. But here is actually insane. They'll be right above you, but they can't shoot you. You're very concealed. You have really good cover, and you can heal your team like this because this from the beginning to here is very easy to push. Here is where people get stuck because people don't maintain high ground control. So that's why you really need high ground. So you being here in the beginning, and when your payload gets pushed up, the guys above me are going to start moving back because they have to. The payload's here. So that's why you need high ground control. Your team at this point should immediately be all over. You don't have to camp payload, play next to payload, play behind payload like this. If I play behind payload like this, right, I have this angle, this angle, this angle. They all watch me, I can die. Right? It just depends on the press tab, see what they have. Do they have this? Do they have that? Do they have this? Play around that. Okay? Sometimes this position is fine, but if they have certain picks, that will be very easy for you to die if you hold this position. I always love to take left and play up here. Again, guys, the whole bottom left flank playing here is risky, but it works because you have concealment, and they never check. They are just focusing, firing at, like, they're firing here. They're not looking under, oh, is Ana here? Like, they don't think. Also, if you get pressured, there's a mega here. So you can take that mega if it gets really, really bad, or simply run to your team. Say, I'm on my way. I need help, I need help, I need help. Yeah, just run to your team. That's also another option. The best, like, escape getaway is to move here and then jump like this. That would be a quick getaway if you really want to get out of there. Because your team is right here. They're like from here to here. They're very close. You know what I mean? It's like they can help you. They can support you, and it's not the end of the story. Like you'll be fine. Next, you can take high ground, play high ground, and maintain control of this high ground because you don't want the enemy to take control of high ground. If you have a Hanzo, if you have someone that can parkour, climb, a Widowmaker, grapple hook, they can go here and punish support heroes in the back and hit them. So this angle is really, really good for these kind of heroes. So keep that in mind. Like, they will pressure. So I mean, if they're a good Hanzo or a good Widow, they will do that. So after you take high ground, then what? Right? The payload's under here. They're gonna play a bit more back. So they're gonna play like somewhere here or here. Right? Now that I've maintained and taken control of high ground, we force them off. Like, this is our zone, not yours. You can't come here. You're out of here. Okay? Then I can move a bit forward and heal my team like this. Watch this angle while you do it. And then I can proceed to go behind my team. Because my payload will be like somewhere here. Once you maintain high ground control, your payload is going to be like somewhere here. And then you can move back to your team like so and heal normally and safely like this. You can take right flank angle for anti-setup. You can nade like this and tag, maybe kill a healer. If your Hanzo's up here or your Widow's up here, they can hit someone and then you can finish them with one hit and they die. Right? The healers are very vulnerable here because there's a lot of angles against them, especially this angle. This angle is really, really good. So hey, if you're a Hanzo player, Widow player, whatever, that angle is really, really good to get easy picks in the back line. So that's one anti-setup you can do. Just remember that by the time you leave your players alone, they can't be healed during this whole duration. So you need to make sure, is my Moira alive? Does my Moira have ult? If my Mercy's alive, does she have Valkyrie? Do they have this? Keep asking yourself these questions because you need to know if your team can survive without your healing by the time you move. This is an aggressive nade, of course, but it's a nade that can also win the fight. Another option you can do is take far left, high ground. This is a more riskier position because holding high ground on the enemies here is very common. So they can hold here. And if you're here healing, they're just here. So this place right here, I would not highly recommend this. I would put this on high risk. This is a high risk position. It doesn't mean it doesn't work. This is a position that can work if you already killed like 3 players and there are 3 remaining or something like that, where it's like a winning scenario. I'm like, okay, no worries. I'll just stay up here. I'll try to anti. I'll do whatever it is. Maybe I can even take this angle completely and play balls mode and just like boom, boom, like get out of here, guys. You're done. This is our spot. Move out of the way. You can play aggressive as Ana. You never have to just sit behind your tanks all the time. You can take aggressive spots where you can get nice nades. Right. So in summary, default, you can take this right flank for an anti-behind. You can then maintain high ground, make sure that you have high ground control. when the payload's under the bridge. If the payload's under the bridge... What are these things? Okay, anyway. Some sweeties. If you take high ground control, they can't drop on you under the payload. This is not a good place to be as Ana when high ground control has, like, there's just no control. And if the enemy has it, you're done. They can just drop on you. It's not fun, right? And if you push forward, they're behind you, literally. And you don't want that. Never, never, never. So that's why I say with Ana, take high ground left side as fast as you can. Maybe even you can get a kill like this. Shoot, nade, shoot. That kills any 200 HP hero instantly. You can do that. And then if you need help, just ask for help.
I need help. Help me.
Your team's right next to you. They can help you. And you can run to them like this. Just jump over this, get to them. So yeah, that's basically the summary of this part of point A. I'm going to proceed to the next part. I can play next part here, right? Generally, this is very open, but whenever you take this point, it means you just want to fight. And when you just won the fight, you can take positions where you can see multiple things of people coming or something like that. But I like this spot just to start with. It's not my go-to, but this is not an uncommon spot because you can see any high ground peekers. You can see what's going on main. You can see a lot, right? But you want to know a really nice spot for Ana here? After you take this, I can go here. Okay. If there's no one here, I move here. Guess what? Guess what? Look at this. Free healing. I can set up free antis. I can see who is holding up here. McCree. If they have McCree, you press tab. Do they have McCree? Does he have Deadeye? He might have Deadeye if they had McCree for a while. McCrees love this spot. They will go here. It's high noon. No high noon for you. Bye-bye. Go to sleep. Here's a very good spot. And it's very concealed. The only place they can see is like this doorway. See? This doorway and this doorway. They will have to push to get to you. So I like this spot more than I like that spot. Because this puts you in a position where your payload has to push here, so your team is still close to you, and you're healing them. Oh, and guess what? You can move to the left and set up an anti like this. The enemy team is looking forward, right? They're looking here, and you can just move here and just be like, pop, your anti, right? Oh, okay. Zarya used her bubble. Ryan used her bubble. Ana no nade. I'm gonna nade. Boom. They have no bubbles. Push, 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 push. You can be like that person, right? You can call out the bubbles. You can see what cooldowns they use. You can let your team know what cooldowns have been used so they can play aggressive. So this is very, very good, generally speaking. And you see the entire high ground from here. Look, I see the entire... Back when I was over in that other place, over there, I only see the front part, right? So if I go like here... Not only can I just heal my team like through here, but I can also move and I can tell them, oh, there's someone high ground here. You can even throw a nade and splash it on this wall and anti both a Mercy and an Ashe. And then their Winston jumps, Diva jumps, Genji jumps, boom, 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 because of your one nade. Because of your one nade that was really, really well timed, right? And just keep in mind that these rails will block your nade. So you have to aim a bit higher. See where it lands? Lands there. So aim your crosshair like here. Right? That is good. That right there is good. You see this circle here? This circle? Aim just above it, like here. And that will land right there. Beautiful. Okay? So once you have get them off the high ground, because this high ground, you don't want them to have control over it. So as Ana, you can push them off with a nade and tell your team to push after you anti them. If they start focusing you, just hide. Just run. Look, it took like 1 second for me to go from here to here. I can't die. I'm fine. And if I need help, I ask for help. They need to get out of here. Right? You gotta pressure them. You gotta get them off. Okay? Now, after we get them off high ground, after we get control of main, we push the payload a bit further. I can choose to play a little more like this too. If I really, really want my payloads here, I heal them like this, anti like this. But I will say just stay here. Because there's also a mega if you get in trouble. You can use this statue. You can use the statue as cover as well. If you want to hit like this, you can do that. Now, you won the fight. We push, 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 push. Same thing here. You see what I was talking about last time, but like this like arc thing, and then if the payload's under a bridge, make sure you have high ground control before even putting yourself here, because they will go behind you, they will go in front of you, they will take off angles, they might even go like here and hit you for free, and you don't want that. So that's why I say get high ground control. Now, if you're in a situation where your team didn't get high ground control, what do? There's nothing else you can do as Ana besides set up antis and tell your team to play aggressive, or you get the pick yourself. You kill the Mercy. It takes 2 shots and 1 nade to kill a Mercy. It takes 2 shots and 1 nade to kill an Ashe. You can kill them. Or just say in voice, punish high ground, push high ground, push high ground. They're anti. Right? Your team has to get rid of them. They have to be off this. Right, your next spot would be here, and you heal like this. Eventually, if you win the fight, you move here, right? We won the fight. All 6 dead. Okay, all 6 dead. I have time to go up here. I go up here. And now I can play here. Now I wait for them to come. Okay, our payload's pushing. And they're like, okay, we gotta touch the point. We gotta touch the point. And they go in. They go in hard. And they really want to touch the point, right? And you can stay here and boop, look at this. They're all anti. I have such a good angle. They don't even look here because they're too tunneled on getting the payload. And then you just get free heals, free hits, maybe sleep a shatter, sleep something big, sleep... Like if Pharah comes up here, she will hard focus you. Remember, if you get in trouble, you have a Mega here. Use the Mega. It's going to be really, really good to use here. So yeah, after this, I just think staying here is really, really good. Careful with this high ground spots. Always keep an eye out. Do they have high ground? If they do high ground, there's no reason for me to be here. If they have high ground here, I am getting off here. There's no point. This is too dangerous. They get free hits on me, and I don't like that, right? I will heal either normally from here, or I will rotate all the way behind my team, and I will play behind my team, right? But eventually, your team has to push them because there's no real other spot for you as Ana if they have high ground here. It's just too much control if they take high ground spot here, it's too much control, especially like DPS and shit. So they have to be pushed. That's where your anti comes in. Get them off the high ground, push them, get them off. There is a spot you can play also behind this. And this is actually the default spot. This is if you didn't win the fight on the bridge and you're still fighting. Holding here is good because you wouldn't have time to reposition top left. Repositioning is like a time you do where there's nothing going on and you already won the fight. You have time to go up here. You can also go up here if the team is like on their way soon, but if you're doing this in the middle of a fight, like say I move here and I go all the way to top left from here, the time I move from here to here means I can't heal my team for like a really like what, 5 seconds, 6 seconds. So make sure your other healer is alive. If your other healer is not alive, you're the only healer, so you need to play smart. Okay, is my other healer alive? Okay, he is. No problem. She'll keep them healed. I will take high ground fast. I'll break this to get up faster. Okay, my team is fine because my other healer is healing them. And then I boom, set up nade. Go, 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 go. And I do whatever I need to do. So it's going to take a bit of game sense for you to know when you can reposition and stuff like that. So anyway, I heal my team behind. Here is the default position. And we win the fight now. Nice. We push. Now, what's next? Payload goes here. This thing opens up. And as it opens up, I'm already playing from main, and I will play more towards the left side because I have cover and I have Mega. And I like this spot because it's very concealed. It's not very open. If I play in the middle, I have high ground open, top right open. If Hanzo parkour hits me with arrow, I just have, there's too many angles for me, you know, like too many angles. So I like to play here because I limit the angles that are threatening to me. This will vary every game. This will vary if they have high ground users. This will vary if they have snipers. It will change every game. This is not like you do this every single game. This is just a good spot if they have high ground control, if they have snipers, and I don't want them to see me, right? And I don't want enemies to see me generally. I don't want them to know where I am. So this is a good like hiding place where you can hide and heal. Your only danger is like if someone peeks here, but it doesn't matter because you have Mega. And the other thing is, you can anti them. And when you anti them, that means they can't take the Mega because they're anti. and you can take it, and they can't take it. You can solo a Tracer. I've killed 1v1 Tracer here many times. They try to go for me. They think that like, oh, it's an Ana, I can kill her. No, you can't. I have nade, right? I have nade, I have sleep. You're slept, it's fine. I take Mega, I will shoot punch you, and then you will recall, and then I will still fight you, even after you recall, and I might kill you. And she has to pull back, and I tell my team, Tracer no recall, left side, Tracer no recall, left Mega, right? And we can pressure her, we can get her out of here. So, the only like major threat here is if you get one shot in the head by a Hanzo. So, if this happens, like if you know that their Hanzo is not up here, or up here, then you know this angle for now is safe from Hanzo. So just see who's standing there, okay, Hanzo can't come here because he's there, for example, right? And even if he is there, I will play like this, so he can't headshot me, so I heal it safely, right? And then I can push up a bit further if we start winning the fight. Let's say we kill 4, we kill 3, we kill 4, we kill 3. I will move up, I will play behind this angle, and eventually, if we win the fight, I will do this. If we win the fight, you have two options. Take low ground right side or high ground right side. Now, how do you choose which one do you go to? High ground right side has a Mega here, by the way, if you get in trouble. But here's the thing. I like this spot because I have high ground control and I can hit people that immediately come out through there. So I hit, no worries. I have cover. I can pull back even more, and here I'm safe. See how safe I am? If my payload's here, I can play like this. Behind this pillar, can nade them, do whatever I want. Get free hits, I can see who comes through here. And if I need to nade, I will nade like this. Another like risky thing you can do is take this path here, and as they exit door spawn, you anti, shoot, dead. But this will depend on if you know who's gonna come out and if you pay attention to kill feed. So I see, oh, okay, Mercy was the last person to die. I'm gonna spawn camp solo kill her on as soon as she comes out. And I've done this. I've killed Mercy like this, and they were down one healer in the beginning of the fight. Before the fight even started, I just quick swap nade, boom, dead. Bye bye Mercy. And then I will reposition to the left. I'll tell them they have one healer, they have only one healer. We fight. Sleep, whatever it is I gotta do. I have so much control, right? High ground right side allows you to get a free kill if someone's tunnel visioned. Sometimes, like here, I will do this, right? And you have to make sure they don't see you, that they don't know you're coming. So if they have Ashe Mercy hitting here, right? And we've kind of like, we're decently numbered, right? It's a 5 versus 5, let's say. Okay, like, I can move here, shoot nade, shoot, and I kill the Mercy. Or the Ashe. I kill one of them in this situation. Preferably you want to kill the Mercy so they're down one healer. In this situation, like, I can set up the nade and then my other DPS can go here and hit them with me because I antied Ashe and Mercy, right? So my I can communicate with my DPS, tell I'm gonna anti the Ashe and Mercy. I can just anti them from here too and hit them, and then my DPS dashes in, my Genji goes in, my Tracer goes in, whatever, and kills them. So I can literally just anti them like this too. And I can also take that angle if I want to. So anyway, that's top right. Low ground right side is your other option because it has a mini. So you're safe and you're concealed. This is very safe. This is way safer than high ground. High ground gives you more playmaking situations with nades because you have high ground and you can also get like nice nade here. If I'm playing here, I will have to peek out and see how close I am. The stairs are here, I'm standing here. Look how close that is, right? This distance is risky. And Ashe can dynamite you and will try to get an angle on you and headshot you. It's also close to the door spawn. People who come out of door spawn might walk these stairs and come here, so be careful. Your team's playing around here, so it should be fine. You'll be fine just playing here. It's really safe. When the payload's here, this spot is really safe, and I can just heal them like this. I can nade like this. Alright, I never like want to come out without checking here. If I want to come out of here, I check. Okay, it's clear. I heal. If someone, here's a quick little tip. If someone really needs healing high ground, right? You will heal them, but don't tunnel vision. Okay? Like, don't just sorry, let me reload real quick. I don't go 1, 2, 3. Okay, I will look back here. No, 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 no. The reason you don't do that is because you're paying too much attention, and then you tunnel vision, and then when you tunnel vision, your tank dies because you're focusing too much on healing this one guy. So make sure like you quick scope him. Look here, heal what I need to do. Okay, heal you. Quick scope. Boom, heal what I need to heal. Okay, now I full heal you. Okay. Oh, you need healing tracer? Okay, okay. I hit you once. I look here. Okay, I hit you. Okay. Always look. Always look. Always look. You're never looking in one spot for too long, because if you do that, other people might be in trouble and you need to help them out. So this spot's really good, and it allows you to do multiple things all at once. You can heal high ground, anti-people, anti-right side doorway. You have a mini in case you're in trouble. Always, if you're really low, nade first and then get the mini. It will amplify the healing of the mini. If you're like 1v1ing a tracer in this little room here. So that's pretty much how I'd play it. If we kill them all, I will, it's just literally a win from there, and that's it. Now, if I am playing on defense, right? If I'm playing on defense, it's a bit of a different story. The other perspective,
Never stop fighting
on defense, by the way, not attack. We finished attack now. Now we're going to talk about defense. On defense, Dorado. The one thing you can do early, well, obviously, this is what most players do, is they play high ground. So right there. This is pretty much your default position. If you play high ground, you see everything. As well as you're playing behind your team. It's the general common spot. You want high ground control because when the payload goes here, or like somewhere around here or here, the enemy wants high ground. So be careful with that. You don't want to give it away for free. But if they've managed to push like all the way here or all the way here, you have to pull back from high ground. And you need to go back and play properly behind your team. Heal them like this, and I'll explain where to stand here. But here's how it starts, right? Holding here, I can get, as soon I can see the gate from here, I can hit someone for free. There is also a nade that you can actually throw here. Put your crosshair right there and throw the nade. And that will nade them right at this doorway. So you're going to heal normally like this. People are going to push up. You just heal normally. You can also tag or maybe kill players like this. I can tag here, move to the left, okay, and then I can be like, quickscope nade, quickscope dead zen. Or I can tag people and they have to retreat. So this spot is really good. I love playing Ana like this. Like I'll heal safely here. I see where they are. Okay, I see you. I hit you once. Okay. I'm gonna move to the left. I'm gonna go ahead and nade you, and boom, you're forced to pull back or I kill you. And then I pull back to my team. Don't be afraid to go for plays like this. It's actually huge. Like, your team doesn't need healing that hard, like in this part, because they have cover. No, they have cover, but like they don't need your heals when they're full health. So, like, just go for plays. Move to the left here, go for a nade when you have to, and shoot people, maybe kill them. Maybe you can kill them even. If you get pushed, don't worry, your team's right here. They can help you. Genji here, it's fine. I'll tag him once. He used deflect. I'll sleep him. My team help me. Genji sleeping here. We kill him. Whatever it is, right? Whatever it is we do, we'll be just fine. Okay, payload moves under here. We pull back. We pull back early rather than later. Your whole team should pull back. And then they're going to play here. And me, as Ana, I'm going to play behind like this. Remember this angle I talked about? Watch it. Okay? Like, at least for a millisecond, on your headset, if you have to play with a headset if you're trying to play this competitively. Here for Hanzo footsteps, Widow footsteps, any kind of footsteps, Genji footsteps. If you hear it, you'll know that he's there. So look here, be careful. Here is safe. If you play here, it's safe because they can't see you, can't hit you, and you can heal just like this. Careful because Sonic Arrow, he can Sonic Arrow here, and he can see who's around, so be careful with that. Anyway, I'm just gonna heal normally. I will nade, I will heal, right? Just doing my job, being a nice support, and I can tell my team if someone's going right side, I can nade them like this. If my Ryan Zarya is fighting, I time my nade when Ryan swings his hammer and when they use friendly bubble. I always make sure to land my nade as best as I can, because the nade is really, really crucial here, and it sometimes literally decides who wins the Rein versus Rein fight. Zarya plays a factor into this. If Zarya bubbles the Rein, call. Zarya use friendly bubble. I can nade this. If she drops shield or break shield, I will nade. Boom. Nano the Rein. Push, 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 push. So you are a big deciding factor sometimes to who wins the Rein versus Rein fight, because Anti is such a powerful ability. It's just not to be messed with. And if you fail the Anti, it's fine. It is a 10-second cooldown, so keep in mind that this nade can change many fights. Anyway. We'll throw the nade there. We're going to move a bit more to the right side. And eventually they're going to get the pill. So we're playing like left side here. Okay. Like left side here early. And when they start pushing, they're going to have this angle open. So I don't want to be like going too crazy. You have two options, right? Fall back like this. If no one's here, you're fine. Just fall back like this and play like this. Your other option is to move here. This is the much more dangerous option, because the time it takes you to move from here to here leaves you vulnerable to right flank, and you can maybe die this way, and you don't want to risk that. So in my opinion, in my personal opinion, left side is better. The advantage you have with high ground right side is when you enter right side, you have a nice like angle here, but you are more, by the way, my camera keeps doing that because it's nade tool messing up. But yeah, here it's close, they can flank, here they can flank. It's just, this is very risky and it's aggressive at the same time. It's very aggressive because you can set up really nice nades here, like really nice nades. So it's an option. My personal option, play left side, heal like this, throw nade to win the Rein versus Rein battle whenever you can. This will be the huge deciding factor to winning this little fight. So I will just heal normally from here as best as I can. Right side gets hard contested. If their Rein pushes here, that means he's not helping the team push payload. So if he pushes you solo or something, once he drops his shield or swings hammer, just sleep him. And that's a really good thing for you, because the Rein not being on the payload or not pushing, making space, and literally just focusing you when you have sleep, it's really good. Then maybe you can even kill him, or your team wins the fight because Rein is sleeping here. So I like this spot. I really do. And I think it's my preferred spot in Dorado. Now, I can choose to fall back to the left here, because that's pretty much your one way to fall back. Or I'm just gonna throw myself to die, so I can respawn back there with my team. Because retreating from here towards right side is a no-no. If you're like 3 people alive and they get the point, just retreat like this to the left, right, and then go to your team and regroup here. Okay, that's one retreat path that you have. You also have a mega health pack here, which will help quite a lot. You can also do something here, and this is risky, but it works. I've done it. Take high ground left side. Wait for your team to regroup as 6. Let's see. Nice, we have Moira ult. Huge. Okay, my Moira can heal them a lot. If I have a Zenyatta, I will not do this, because his heals are very low. And if your team is playing behind like this line here, this is the line, right? If they're playing on this side, on the right side of this line, that's bad for you. The reason we play here, by the way, is because we can easy pick healers. I can boom. Okay, I killed Zen. Boom, I kill Mercy. Dead. I sleep the Rein. The Rein is holding shield here. I sleep him, and I nano my Rein so he can shatter them all. Now, this is risky, but it works. It does work because this is an aggressive position. An aggressive position that creates a big game-changing opportunity and win the fight. But with great risks, of course, come the great rewards with it, right? Because the risk is your team doesn't get enough healing because you're not in line of sight of them, right? The other thing is you can tell your team to push forward a bit. So you can tell your team, hey, push forward here a bit, play like this, and I will nade like this. And I will do whatever I can in my power, right? Whatever I can do. to keep them healed up. And I get picks. But yeah, risky position. Do I recommend it? Of course. I play here sometimes, not all the time. Again, guys, this depends so much on game knowledge. It's like you sometimes just get a feel. I have a Moira with ult. It's fine. I can play here because she can just, you know, E left click ult and heal them if it gets really, really bad. And on top of that, I can set up nades and maybe kill. And the Moira ult is pressuring and I'm hitting in the back and I'm getting nades and antis so they can't heal their tanks because I get such a good anti. They use Zarya bubble, self bubble. Oh, Widow here, no problem. I sleep her. Widow sleeping high ground. Guess what? I can nade her like this. Boom. She's naded. Maybe I could kill her even. This spot gives you so many opportunities, but make sure that you have the game knowledge for it. Meaning that based on the situation, based on enemy ults, based on your ults, based on your other healer, what character he is. If it's a Zen, I'm not gonna do this. Unless he has trans. If he has trans, it's a big AoE heal. If my Mercy has Valkyrie, oh, that's big. I can take this position. So it always varies. There's never one way to play the game. Anyway, that's one spot. The other, this is what I call the normal default place to play, is basically behind your team over here. You will start here, or you will take high ground left side, which I really, really like. I love playing high ground left side on Dorado. I think it's really, really fun, and it sets up a lot of great stuff. Be careful with high ground enemies here, but this position allows you to set up nice nades, right? Heal your team, whatever it is you gotta do. Careful with top left. If they take high ground, you are very vulnerable. So make sure you check their picks. What do they have? Do they have Widow? Do they have this? Where is Widow? Is Widow gonna be here? Or is Widow gonna be here? If she's missing, I need to look here, see if I'm gonna get pressured. Because this is an easy death for you as Ana, right? But with, again, like I said, great risks come great rewards, right? The nade here is so powerful. I can even like literally break this fence, sleep the Rhine while he's holding the shield, anti them like this. Risky, but this anti changes the whole fight, right? The default safe way. I'm gonna tell you now the safe way. The safe way is playing here, healing your team like this. Okay, healing your team like normally. If people need high ground, I tag them. Okay, and then the payload's pushing, I pull back, I pull back, I pull back. I will play more towards here, I will play back here, and I'll heal my team like this. Eventually, I will start moving to the left. And I'll tell you why. Left is awesome. I love this place, right? This spot is so nice because not only does it offer great protection, but you also get really good anti-setups and nades. So let's say the payload is under this bridge, right? It's like here, under this bridge. I can play here. I can heal people safely. I can use cover if I have to. I have this cover, right? And I can heal people like this safely, right? And it's a nice area. I like this place. You can have some tea here and with the buddies after you get the win. So we heal safely like this. Eventually, I can move if I want to. I can move here, heal who I have to, take high ground left side. And guess what? This spot is amazing because I see everything. I really like this spot on defense. The only problem is if people start coming here and try to duel you, your team needs to help you, or you do the smart thing, which is drop down and play here. And yeah, they will drop down and chase you, but you're closer to your team now and they can help you. High ground left side is very nice because you can set up nades and you can have some high ground control. And basically, these two spots are really good. Up here is really good. Here's really good. So I would recommend those spots. High ground right side is also very good. Again, the only problem with high ground right side is if they have snipers, keep an eye out, press tab. Do they have snipers? Do they have people that can pressure me? I need to be careful. Snipers are your deadliest enemies on the high ground left side on both attack and defense. Okay, they get the payload. We lost the payload. Unlucky. We're going to regroup and we're going to play together. Okay, we start off here. The payload's here. I will heal my team normally. I will play behind them. I will nade when I have to nade. Set up the nice nade for my Rhine to push, and I can play around here with next to my mini. If they have sight lines of me, if they have Ashe, if they have something annoying, I will play more so like this. I'll even go back here sometimes if they're taking top left. If the enemy is pushing top left, I'm going to take a different angle. And I don't want to get too close here, so I will just tag them. We're not talking like the whole team up here. Like, we're talking like if it's an Ashe Mercy or McCree or Soldier playing up here, I will play more back and I will play behind cover here if he uses Visor. Right? And then I will reposition like this and I heal my team like this. Safely. I will safely come here, I'll tag them, heal them, sleep the Soldier if I can, keep them alive as best as I can. Left is safer because he won't see you. Right is more dangerous if they're up here because whenever you peek to heal, literally you're gonna get poked. If you play left, I can heal without getting poked. See, they can't even see me. Like, I can heal like this. See, this is the furthest I can play here. They will barely be able to see me, so I can heal safely. And my team needs to force them out high ground, or I will try to even just nade to set up the kill on the Soldier. If you use the heal station, I nade him, boom, he's dead. Okay, so that's one spot you can hold. Another spot you can hold is if they're not going top left, you can play top, like let's say you killed all 6 of them, right? I can reposition top left. I see they keep pushing main, so I'm gonna be like, okay, you guys want to push main? I will play here. I don't care, right? Let's say the payload's like here. Okay, payload's here. I play here. They hold shield up. This is a very risky, aggressive position that will probably only work if you're in the lower SRs, because higher SR players have more awareness. They're gonna know you're hiding here. This is probably the riskiest spot, I would say, but its value is quite high because of the free nade that you get from it. The potential to get a free pick like this, shoot nade, and shoot them again and they die, right? That there is a chance you can do that. So this spot here is not the best spot. It's aggressive, very aggressive. You can sleep them behind their team. You can nade them behind their team. It works. It's not terrible. Just don't be like, hey guys, I'm over here. Hey guys, I'm over here. Never. Here, you actually want to be stealthy. You want to make sure they don't see you in the beginning. Like when they're pushing, you don't want to make them see you. You just hide. Careful if they go here. If they go here, it's going to be a different story. You have to drop. Your team can tell you because they can see through this mirror. This mirror is information. You can see, they're going left. Anna, get out of there. Anna, get out of there. They're going left. So then you're like, okay, yeah, I'm out of here. I'm not going here. I'll play somewhere else. I'll play here. Right? Back to my original spot. So if the whole team goes top left, obviously your team will tell you, and you can even... I wouldn't recommend peeking out to see yourself. Your team should give you that information. If you're playing competitive, people need to be in voice. They need to tell you this information. So that's pretty crucial. Anyway, you're gonna play here when you want to be, when you're feeling ballsy and you're going for risky plays. If they're playing top left, get out of there. Play towards right side. Right side is default. Right side is good. Playing here is safe. It's nice, and you have the ability to move like this and nade them. This is actually a nice nade because Ryan will be holding shield here, and because of your movement here, you set up a nade on him. You set up a nade on the Ryan, on the Zarya. They use bubbles, huge free nade. Nano Genji, go go go. You know, you just really maintain a really good position. So I really like this spot generally here when the payload's like under bridge. So that's what I would play, and that's where I find most success with. Top left, very aggressive, risky, high reward because you get a free sleep on their Rhine from behind, and then your Rhine can shatter. This is something you can do, by the way, is that you press tab, see, okay, my Rhine has shatter. If I sleep the enemy Rhine, he can free shatter because they don't have shield. So I can be like, okay, yo guys, I'm gonna go top left, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna sleep the Rhine, and then you will shatter him. That is a setup play, and this doesn't mean it can't work. So you'll just have to play based on the situation, right? If you sleep the Rhine shield drops. Free shatter, nade, kill them all, kill them all, kill them all, kill them all, kill them all. That's it. You win the fight by just hiding here and throwing one nade, and you sleep the Rhine. Can work. So this isn't the worst option. It is an option, and it's not the worst one. So those are pretty much all the spots, guys. For Ana, these are all the spots that I think are really good, generally speaking. There is one final spot I'd like to talk about, which is here, because there's a mini. So you can choose to play all the way back here next to this mini and heal them. The only downside is if they're playing high ground here, right, they get free line of sight on you. And you will have to constantly move, get the mini move, pressure to get the soldier off high ground. So you can play here if it's safe, but here it's like too safe to the point where you can't land antis, and I don't prefer that. But here, if you play here, I can move to the left and set up anti like this. I can just nade like this, and I can just move back here. I move back here and I heal them. So I like this spot more so than this, because this gives you very limited choices. Here you have multiple choices. Sleep high ground, play here, heal them, move to the left, anti. Oh, mini here. Tracer wants to get the mini. No, you don't. You're anti. You can't get it. And I can kill her. Can pressure. Can watch out if someone enters left flank. I will tell my team, yo, there's a guy on left. There's a guy on left. I have this cover. It's all good. So multiple ways. So that's pretty much it, guys, for Dorado. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope this helped out, guys. Make sure to check out the rest of the Ana positioning playlist series. It is down in the description below, where you can see the entire series for all the maps. Guys, after this episode, we have one map left, and that will be pretty much Horizon Lunar Colony, which is the final map. And then we'll be done for Overwatch, and then we'll wait for Overwatch 2's release, and we're gonna update with the new maps. It should be an exciting time. Very excited to be able to finish the series pretty soon here, guys. I will see you guys hopefully in the arena. Peace out.